Okay, we are live. Hello, everybody. How is everybody today? Just let us know in the chat there. I am just sending a quick. Oh, these cat hairs on the mouse. Yeah. Okay. All right. Hey, Kevin. I haven't seen the football yet, Kevin. I'm just imagining further heartbreak when I put my beloved team on. But there we go. That's the price you pay for being a sports fan, which, funnily enough, is kind of similar to being a Bitcoin fan. Just when you think like, oh, everything's
Yeah,
really
it
good,
is.
I can start showing off to all my friends. Oh, it's all gone horribly wrong. But luckily, we don't trade on emotions here. So we're okay. We like to have a bit of fun, but we don't trade on emotions. Trading on emotions is amateur hour, and it's what we don't do. I also feel great about my FinRev as well. So it's always, to me, there's like this adult in the background that's always working
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
So I'm going to do a very brief overview on Bitcoin, then hand to Maurizio. So first of all, then just a tiny bit of admin for anybody that is new, that is joining us, that's asking those questions. I'm new and I don't know where to start. You have a welcome post that instructs you how to get into the group. And then that welcome post gives you all the information that you need, including going to this welcome post. So this welcome post, starts off almost instantly after the beginning with your first trade. So if you're posting in the group, help, I'm lost, I don't know what to do, nobody's helping me, this is where you go. This is where the answers are. This is where you find out what to do. Okay. So the welcome post is your friend. So let's have a look at Bitcoin then. Let's start here with this downside wick. So this is on the daily, right? And about 2 weeks ago, and this is on the video in the recordings, we were here and I said that the RTV pattern had fired. And I said, I reckon we've got a 75% chance of going up and we've got a 25% chance of going down. And I also drew out and brought attention to this line of 90,000. So we did, in fact, get a grab of liquidity here before we then did a straight shot up to the top of the range. So there's some of these things that I really want you to understand from the most basic possible level, okay? Maurizio can talk as deep and complicated as you like, but this is just on the most basic level. We have a range. We know what price is going to do, and we know what price needs to do in order to carry on going up. And that is, it's got a daily close above this line of roughly about 104, 400. And then it needs to do a successful retest, okay? And then after that, you would be looking for a weekly close above this line as well. Now, that doesn't have to happen because nothing has to happen. We could just blast off straight away. And there's all different reasons why and for this, and there's technical aspects that are associated with it. For example, the most basic is that this line is the resistance. And then if you look at this price action, would you say, let's have this in the chat, would you say that this line of resistance based on this price action, would you say that that resistance is getting stronger, or would you say that this resistance is weakening? Weakening or stronger? What do you reckon? Let's have a look in the chat there. So Warren thinks stronger. He thinks the resistance is getting stronger, stronger, stronger. All right. Well, the resistance is getting weaker. The resistance is getting weaker. That's why we've got more activity around it. Here, we came up. Here, we didn't even, we got close to it. Then we had to ride it up. Woof. And then the ass fell out of it. Here, okay, we've gone up, we've rode it, we've touched it, we've danced with it. We just narrowly missed it as a weekly close. But now we're in the descent. Now we're in a bit of a sell-off. Why are we in a bit of a sell-off? Because the market's full of emotional people. And people who are not emotional make money. People who are emotional don't make money. So Bitcoin made this new all-time high up at 108, right? So I've just bought Bitcoin at 108 and I think I am the shit. And I'm telling everybody how clever I am. And then the dream is lost. I'm back down to 102. It's gone back up again. It's going back up. It's going to do it. It's going to, oh, it's gone back. Oh, fuck this. I'm selling. I'm selling. Why did you get me into the Bitcoin? Okay. And that's what's happening now. And this sell-off, it could continue all the way down to 90,000. It absolutely could. I'm not saying that it will, but it could. So right now, how does Scott describe the market in his emails? Because if you're serious about this, you're reading Scott's emails and you're watching Maurizio's daily updates every day, if you're serious about this, okay? So what is Scott saying right now about the market conditions in his emails? Scott draw, yeah, all right, Perry. So what Scott is saying is that this is a hard market to trade. This is a hands-off market to trade. And anybody that's been watching Scott a while, he'll break it down to that. Easy to trade, hard to trade. Hands off the wheel, hands on the wheel, okay? So right now, the market is not easy to trade, okay? So with that said, I'm going to hand it over to Maurizio. Oh, hey, Scott.
There's Scott. How you doing, man?
Morning, boys. How you doing, lads?
Good. All good. All good.
I just heard the market is not easy to trade. That's code for it's cunty.
Yep.
Hey, Scott, I don't know where you are today, but your camera's got this kind of, I don't know, like
Yeah,
ghoulish.
turn the light on. If I turn the light on, my autofocus will start working.
There we go. There we go. Yes.
It's,
Yeah. Very, very much. It's, I wake up and I look at the market and it's like, I think I'll just focus on using the Trojan bot to make sure that my main coins are set to take profit automatically. And then that's it. I'm going out for the day and walking the dog because this is a knife fight I don't want to be involved in.
well, there's a couple of things that I've noticed lately. We have very strong Friday, strong seasonality. So if you're going to pick a day to day trade, Friday is the day. And we've seen that on multiple coins, every coin throughout the whole ecosystem. Like Friday is the day to trade. I did a little bit of trench warring shit that I said that I promised I wouldn't be doing anymore. Made a pile on Friday and then watched everything bleed out over the weekend. We've got very strong negative seasonality every weekend. So if you want to buy shit over the weekend is a good time to buy. It's nearly always going down. Perry, this is a really good question. Why is it going down on Friday? Because if you think the stock market is going to shit itself on Monday morning, for example, because of some bullshit about Chinese AI, DeepMind, whatever fucking thing that they're going on with, the only place that you can get short to hedge your stocks, because the stock market is closed, is the crypto market. So whenever you get a bad headline coming in, all these fucking wankers, they want to short Bitcoin to hedge off their exposure in case the world dies on Monday fucking morning. But, you know, here's the thing. Stocks are rigged to go up. They've always gone up. They're up like 100,000% a century in every country in the fucking world. And you don't bet against stocks because, like, that's retarded.
Yeah. There's a comment from Graham Sellers that says, ha, you can't resist trading, Scott.
Oh, no, I'm such a pathetic junkie about this shit.
You put the crack down.
I'm so pathetic about it. And you know what set me off was I own a pile of this fucking Mitch coin that we've been preparing to run an amazing scam on. Someone beat us to the scam, and I'm getting messages like, "Did you do this? Did you pump this thing 100 times?" I'm like, I fucking wish. I didn't even take any money out on the way up. It was hard. Thing 100 X's in an hour. It's like,
That's
oh,
yeah.
I forgot to set limit orders. I just forgot. I just naturally assumed that we'd be the one manipulating it when it came.
Mm.
Thank you. And then it's done it again a couple of times since then.
It is. Let me post the Trojan bot video.
Or you can set limit orders in jupe.ag.
Yeah, that's another way. Definitely.
That's what I'm doing these days. It's less fees than the Unibot stuff.
Nice.
But I will say Jupiter is weird because they pull the coins out of your wallet and hold them for the limit order, so it looks like your wallet's gone down.
Mm-hmm.
I got another airdrop. I got 2 airdrops from that dupe, but I
got a Jupe airdrop too. Apparently, it's going up now. Let me check.
Yeah, Jupe is going crazy. They just announced like a buyback burn stuff, so it went nuts over the weekend. And looks good. Looks good to the upside. Yeah.
Wow, it doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. And obviously, on top of that, you have a lot of the airdrops happening, right? So
yeah, they gave me like
yeah.
$500 worth for nothing, right?
Mm.
I think how much have I got? Yeah, no, $260 for nothing. It's okay. It's worth getting.
Well, it is. Yeah, I mean that's the second dupe airdrop I've had, but I don't know
Yeah.
how I qualified for the first one, which is always nice, isn't it? When it's like that, you're an airdrop. Oh, thanks.
Yep. Which is not bad, you know what I mean? And Jupe, they do have good tech. I think Jupe, we're still in Jupe on the spot on so I think that could do well like in this cycle, especially if Solana keeps doing and memes recover and all sorts of stuff. I think Jupe will do well.
I think both Jupe and Radium are very
Radium Radium will killing it when Radium. Yeah, definitely. So
Radium, I think, has grown to be my largest position now. I don't want to sell any.
Nice. I think one of my largest positions.
No, actually, Hype is my largest position, but it's my second largest.
And it'll be even larger when the second wave of airdrop comes from the staking, eh? Which will be nice. Guessing that's where the next bit of the airdrop will come from.
That's going to be exciting. Yeah, definitely. So if you guys want to get some airdrops, more than it's not confirmed, but if you do more volume as well, plus the staking, you might get, like a really good amount if you keep trading on Hyperliquid. So I'm doing that. Might as well.
Nice.
How are you going with the Hyperliquid ecosystem? Like, what do you? I've been meaning to do some research, but I just don't know. Like, what do you like in there?
I did a little bit of research 2 weeks ago. I need to get back into it, but the only one that I really stand out was PURR, PURR. That was the only one, and the reason why that's sort of the first token that they launch on. That's the only one that I kind of keep liking it. You do get some airdrops on that one if you keep holding that one. So that was sort of like my thing so far. So more than likely that one will come back. So obviously it's been down like everything in the market, but that's kind of the one that if I want to buy something, I might buy that one again. A lot of people sold off on that one from inception, but then it might get like, yeah, that's the only one that is sort of like, it looks horrible. Chart looks horrible, but yeah, that's my thesis behind it. So,
I mean, for me, I'm trying to just not get too fancy. Like, I've got FinRev, I've got a giant, enormous bag of Hyperliquid, I've got a giant bag of Radium, I've got a giant bag of ENA, and I've got some assorted memes. I'm still big on Retardio. I haven't sold a coin, added more at 7 cents.
Mm, mm.
And yeah, and I'm just trying to not get too cute with it.
That's it, man. I did get myself a little bit of unicorn fart dust over the weekend, you know. But it's like that fucking crack pipe, isn't it? It's like, oh, it's so sweet. But you know,
Trump coin you shouldn't trade, by the way, because Trump has a magic lamp. He can make it go wherever he wants with a tweet. And unless you have someone on the inside of his operation, you are going to be the guy getting farmed by that, because like before they send the tweet out, like he's not actually tapping the tweets himself, right? Like he's saying to someone else, like, send that tweet out, buddy. And then that'll go to an assistant who goes to an assistant, and they send it to someone for approval. And these guys are 100% guaranteed on an encrypted chat to their mate saying, he's just about to fucking tweet about this shit again. Fucking load up.
Yeah, it's probably
So
bad.
don't trade stuff where that shit like that can happen to you.
No, it's like it's always worth reminding that Trump, Musk, they're not our friends. They might seem like cool guys. They might be the cool thing for us to happen with crypto and everything, but they're not our buddies.
Oh, come on, man. The leopard eating faces party. I never thought they'd eat my face.
Yeah, shit.
It was special. Well,
look, Trump has never met a grift he didn't like. He's putting his own money into crypto. He's pulling out of all his various crypto scams. He's putting back into crypto. You'll know that the game is up when he starts pulling the money out of crypto and back into cash. Like, it's very, very simple. As long as Trump is long, you should be long too. Because that motherfucker's got a magic lamp. He can make it go where he wants. Right? He can do any fucking thing he likes. He's king of the world. Like, if you want to bet again, like, he might be a prick, but you shouldn't bet against him.
No. All right. Maurizio, did you want to walk us through your watch list, dude?
Oh, yeah, sure, man. So let me just share my screen. Let me just, something to just highlight. I've been talking about this for the whole week, and you know, obviously markets look a little bit really weak, and obviously we have holidays in Australia. This is going to be really, really weird. But now with CVD, open interest versus CVD, right? So cumulative volume and spot. So I've been saying all along that, you know, this level here, 100 level, all the price is being driven by perps, by perpetual futures, and we see a little bit of a buying on the 24th, 25th of Jan, but it's not even ready yet. So this is going to get really choppy, right? The only thing that I did like was Ethereum on Friday, and we took some positions on LDO, which actually worked really well, by the way. And we already closed it this morning. We just closed some of the stuff because it was no continuation on trending, no continuation on strength on Ethereum. So Ethereum gave us a little bit of a signal of like going long before the weekend, which is but besides that, everything is driven by pairs.
Accounted for Friday seasonality there. I think all of that was just Friday seasonality, right?
Yeah, more than likely. And I've been noticing a lot of that stuff as well. And obviously it comes back to there is a lot of retail traders on the weekend trading and pumping and things like that.
So for those who don't remember the law, in 2020 and 2021, the most profitable trade by far was go long Bitcoin on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. The end. That was the most Monday, Wednesday, Friday for some reason, and then it stopped working, and it started working with Fridays about 6 months ago. And why is that? It's because we have some reason to believe that people trade differently on weekends than they do during the week. We have some reason to believe that people behave differently when stock markets are about to close than when stock markets are open. There's perfectly rational basis why Friday would be a different day. So the game for the last 3 or 4 months is everyone gets excited on a Friday and they get fucked all Saturday, Sunday long, and then and then Monday nothing ever happens, and then we go back to the grind again.
More than likely, and I think that will continue on until we get some push or some narrative or something from Trump. You know what I mean? Like it's been a lot of it's been a lot. Like I think the next catalyst is when Trump comes back with the Bitcoin reserve thing for sure, because it's been a lot of speculations around it. So I think
not just a Bitcoin reserve, it's a strategic crypto reserve.
Strategic reserve. You're
not
right.
A Bitcoin reserve.
Yep.
It's going to hold. Surprise, surprise. I'm just going to use my crystal ball and say it's going to hold all of the shit coins that Trump's already bought in his personal account. Like, wouldn't that be a fucking shock?
More than likely. So definitely those ones are the ones to definitely get in. And
Ethereum, Aave, ENA. What else has he got?
That's it. That's the ones that I think. That's the ones that I have. Have a Link as well. He does have
and Link. Yeah.
Which I'm still following to see if we can actually get it better price, but they hold him pretty well. Those ones. So those ones could actually do pretty well. Let's go through those. Let's go through those ones. So, but here's a thought. Obviously, this is the monthly chart. Let me just show you the monthly. The monthly chart obviously looks fantastic, but this is the weekly chart. This is the weekly chart. Obviously, we haven't been able to actually close effectively a week above these highs. So we're still sort of in chop area. But what I'm thinking though is the longer we stay, let me just show you the daily. I think there's two possibilities here for Bitcoin. Just make this bigger. So the more we chop around this, we will have a little bit of two options. I think the longer we stay in this range without Trump actually announcing something, doing something substantial, then it's going to wear out a lot of people that want immediate gains. So we might see a little bit of a blip. That's an option. That's option one, right? That's something that, because the market is actually driven by perps at the moment. So unless we start seeing some good spot buying, then obviously this could get chopped out and we can actually get even lower to the 98K or something at some point to actually people restart saying, oh, let's start buying again. That's kind of one of my thesis, my possibilities, but that depends on all the narratives of what Trump is going to do and things like that. But at any time, the thing though, is that at any time that Trump comes back and say anything related crypto, I think we get this kind of upside moves and then probably will not hold. You know what I mean? Like that's one possibility as well. What was your thoughts on that?
I think it depends a lot on which way the equity markets go. I think people are when you're drawing charts on Bitcoin, you underappreciate that all of this is happening in the context of global liquidity and global risk on and global risk off. So, there's some fears for NVIDIA, which is holding up the whole US stock market, and China released some bullshit fake ass model that obviously can't be real because, China's put out a press release saying we've got this amazing new model that's better than OpenAI, and we trained it with like fucking shit you fell out of a dumpster bin, and it's just like we're just like 100 times better than America because China, and they said this over a weekend where any sort of news bullshit gets magnified, and it's like it's just an obvious fucking scam. Don't fall for it. Don't sell your shit on a Monday morning because you read a bearish headline on Monday because and I'll show you exactly fucking why. Let me just show you why. This is your Bitcoin return, average return by day, and you'll look Saturday and Sunday over the last 6 months. It's been negative on Saturday, fucked on Sunday. Average weekday makes money, average weekday loses money. So the trade is expect shit to start going up during the week. And we can look at this over the last 3 months. That's been pretty consistent too. Over the last 1 month, Friday has been just an absolute standout, but you've made money Monday, sell at the end of Friday, and Sunday is always fucked. And you know, let's look at it over a year. That hasn't been true. So it changed about 6 months ago. And this works with not just Bitcoin, it works, pick Sol. You know, you can see the same thing, you know, the same broad pattern that Sunday is fucked and during the week is better than on the weekends on average. Just the way it is. Sorry for interrupting you, share, dude.
No, that's cool. But that's a really good way to plot it, because obviously, you know, definitely shows that the Friday seasonality is there. You know, definitely it is there. But that comes to another point in terms of actually sustainability of the call it pumps or whatever, right? That's why you get so many just going up so quickly and then just dropping, you know, dropping all the way down to like round tripping, you know, during the week and things like that. So that's kind of the exact same thing, right? That's the exact same thing. And the fact is everything is being driven by perps at the moment. So it's been a lot of like very little liquidity going into spot at the moment. So I think that's kind of where we need to be. I'm paying close attention to where is the next spot sort of buying. I thought it was going to be Ethereum last week. It looked pretty good, but then obviously this morning again back to the same levels on Friday. We managed to catch one good trade, right? And I closed another once. But let me just I'm not sharing the screen. One sec.
Yeah, sorry, man. I left you stranded there.
Sorry. All right, cool. So yeah, let's go through Ethereum, because Ethereum I was seeing something completely different on Friday. So with Ethereum, on Friday definitely was holding. That was Thursday, definitely. So it's holding right here on Ethereum. Now it's back on these levels. It could get all the way down to this level here. So I don't really like it. If we have a look at Velo data on Ethereum, let me just show you something. The interesting thing right now that is happening with Bitcoin and Ethereum itself, right, is that you can start seeing maybe some shorts piling up on these levels.
That's setting up for a short squeeze, man. That's
exactly.
And you're seeing the liquidations. You're seeing the you see the premium reach a maximum, and premium is like a forward-looking funding rate, because the funding rate is the premium. So the funding rate is looking backwards. The premium is real time. That's setting up for a short squeeze, dude.
I think so. Yep.
So what? So do you want to explain it to the guys how they can tell setting up for a short squeeze?
Go for it. I think you do a better job than me on that.
So you can see as price is going down, on the 5-minute chart, open interest is going up. What that tells us is that because a successful long will grow and a successful short will shrink, if a successful short is growing in open interest, that means that more and more people are piling into the short, even more than it looks like on paper. So what it means is as it goes down, people are thinking, fuck, Ethereum's such a fucking loser coin. They're fucking soy bitches and they can't get anything right and they suck, and fuck Ethereum and fuck, we're going to make so much money shorting this stupid thing. And when everyone goes short and they get liquidated, which you're starting to see, that's kind of a good time to be thinking about if shit starts going up again. That can mechanically trigger a short squeeze. And what you'll notice is short squeezes are much more predictable than anything else.
Definitely. And I can see this is actually in Bitcoin, by the way. So obviously I can see why people are sort of jumping into the short here. And you can see where it started. It started probably on this level here, which is 102. And if we go back to, let's go to a Bitcoin chart. Where is it here? Okay, and let me just show you the daily, right? So that's kind of where we have this line of the sand here. So we might see a little bit of push down, but like Scott was saying, if prices start coming back, right, and then we get some liquidation to the upside, then that could be the next. This is going to be like a liquidity graph sort of thing. So I'm paying close attention to this. You're seeing a lot of liquidations here, some shorts piling up. So it looks interesting, very, very interesting. On Ethereum, though, is not similar. It's quite similar, but you know, that's why I decided to actually close a lot of stuff here, because a lot of the perps start closing here.
Well, look at the funding rate's negative. You get paid carry to go long.
So that's why I think Ethereum could be a better bet than Bitcoin at this stage, right? So that's kind of was my thesis on Friday and actually worked well. We took this trade on Friday. We took LDO and ARB. I closed ARB on a loss, but LDO actually is working pretty good. LDO. There you go. So that's our trade on Friday. So we closed already 50%, put break even stop to the entry. So whatever happens to these things, we already made money. And you know, I think this will be the best beta play for Ethereum, right? It actually seems to have the same strength, or actually better strength than Ethereum. So LDO, I've been following LDO for a while, but yeah, that's pretty much. I don't have much for you guys today. I'm watching a few things. The things that I'm watching closely this week is actually AI. So back on the Chinese stuff and things like that, I think a lot of the AI thing will get a lot of attention back into this week, perhaps. So with that being said, obviously we were already on grass a while, so I'm still holding those. But
so you're talking about these AI agent bullshit meme coins.
No. I'm talking about like AI infrastructure, like the
Tau.
AI stuff, like Tau,
like the real stuff, not the fake stuff.
No, exactly. There's some stuff that will come back maybe, but I'm focusing on really interesting infrastructure plays now, like sound. So Tau, Tau is going to be launching its EVM. So there's a lot of interesting things that might happen on Tau this week or the next couple of weeks, and it's not at a bad level to start bidding on this one. So I really like Tau now at these levels. And the fundamentals look okay. AI will definitely come back. So I think this could be a really good price to start getting into Tau from you know what I mean, like from spot perspective.
I think the big picture is, guys, we're in these markets that are very hard to trade. So don't use leverage, because you use leverage, you can blow up your stack. It's like running with scissors. You fall while you're running with scissors, and you're going to cut yourself. So all of us here have cut ourselves real bad once upon a time.
Yep.
Many times I've cut myself.
Many times, man. Many times. But
leverage is like salt on your food. A little bit makes it taste way better. Too much salt just absolutely fucking ruins the experience.
But if you want to use leverage, you have to use it responsibly, right? So for instance, with this stuff, you have, you know what I mean? Like that's
what the fuck are you doing on this call if you want to be responsible?
When you open the bag,
I'm still here, man. That's why I'm in this call, because I'm still here alive. I'm still here alive. That's why I use it responsibly, right? Like if you watch all the trades on the leverage stuff, like we 5x our accounts.
Yeah, it's amazing, but you have to be okay. So Tim has a good question. What about take leverage with take profit and stop loss? If you're using leverage, you have to use some sort of risk control. Now, take profit and stop loss is not the best method. It's suboptimal, but the best risk management is the stuff that you'll actually do, not the super nerdy math stuff that you will never in a million years do under pressure. So if you're going to use leverage, I do it the simple way with stop losses and take profits like everyone else, just because I couldn't be fucked doing things properly. I know under pressure, I'm not going to continually adjust my position size as volatility changes and my market.
Me neither. Me neither. Like that's the ideal way of doing it, but obviously you can get still really good plays with stop loss and take profit. The downside is that you have to be trading actively, like you know what I mean? You have to watch the screen a lot of time. Like you have to spend the time watching the screen. Like it's not like, oh, this is gonna go.
And it fucks with your head too.
Oh,
Like, let's
definitely.
be honest.
Definitely. Oh man. Yeah.
You can't do it for too long before you get like before you
Yeah.
get.
And if you have a position that's too big or you're using too much leverage, you are 10x in the jeopardy and the fear and the and then it
And
can
you have
go.
this one of these horrible days where it starts going down and you're long and you're leverage long and you think I'm using like 3x leverage, it's pretty safe. But then your coin goes down 20% and then your leverage has gone up with what you've got remaining in your balance to like 8x. And now you're in danger. And then and you get this sort of frozen deer in the headlights look where you're like stuck, can't look away, won't break away, but go take a piss, and you're just watching your account like, and then you're hoping and praying, and it never ends right. It's like no, this is all the worst days of my life have been things like that.
That's why you set it up with stop losses, man. Whatever it is, it's not optimal, but it works. Like it works, right? Like for me, it has worked for the leverage trades that we call in. Like
Oh shit, we made a ton of money with leverage trades. Like yeah.
And then the only downside, like I say, guys, is you need to freaking watch the market pretty much 24/7. That's to get good entries, because that's when your risk reward gets really good. Like let's go, for instance, like some of the trades that we took, we're still on, like from leverage trades, right? Let's say, like, I think the best trade that we took on leverage trade was Drift.
Really?
Yes, we did this. This is our trade. We took this one. Let's go into 4 hours we took this trade.
Well, I never took this one because I hate
Yep.
Drift. This is a perfect example of me hating on Drift. Liquid now. And I saw your alert, and I'm like, fuck that Drift shit. If you want to be down with Drift, then fuck you too, nigga.
So we took this Drift. The downside as well, you do get it stopped out. Like we do have, this is all the stopped out trades that we, so it's not like every single trade is going to work, but then obviously this one work, you know what I mean? Like it worked fantastically well. Dodge, another leverage trade that we took.
Amazing.
that we're still holding. We took it right here. We took it on October. No. Sorry. Took it around here. We took it in and then this thing still works, right? We took order as well. Still,
great as well.
We took, so make really good trades. Blast, that was stopped out, by the way, a while back. Yeah, last week. By the way, we just got it stopped out.
LDO got stopped out overnight, right?
No. LDO was good. LDO was perfect. Like it's still, like we just took 50%.
I just took some profits.
Yeah, still profit. ARB. I was going to hold ARB, but I closed LDO, and Ethereum didn't look that great, so I closed this one with a little bit of a loss. But yeah, I don't take leverage trades too often, but then when, you know what I mean, you do going to get a stop at some of them. So be careful with that. Be careful with your sizing. So put pretty much everything on one trade, because if that trade doesn't work, you're fucked, kind of, in a way. You know what I mean? Like, so be sure that if you don't know how to do this leverage thing responsibly, I keep saying that because I do it responsibly, then don't fucking do it.
So to put into perspective what he's saying, like it's perfectly normal to 100x an account if you get a good bull run using leverage. It's perfectly normal. We've all done it. We've done it multiple times. You can turn $1,000 into 100 grand. Definitely can do it. In fact, all three of us have done it multiple times. But you can also definitely send yourself nuts. You can also definitely blow it up right at the end. The variety of ways that you can fuck yourself is trading leverage is huge.
Definitely. And it's not easy. You have to train yourself. Like, it's like, you know what I mean? You have to practice a lot. You have to keep your emotions in check and things like that. Otherwise, you're going to fuck it up at some point. That's it. That's kind of the whole thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's a certain amount of experience that, like Maurizio, you would have lost thousands of trades in your lifetime.
Oh man, blow up accounts, like you know what I mean? Like lost pretty much everything. And that's what you have to do. I haven't met a trader that haven't blow up their account several times before they
Yeah,
actually become good traders, because
I
that's how you do
blew
it.
up my account 6 times, and
Mm.
you know, I've still blown up accounts, small accounts in between that. So,
Yep.
like you know, let's like no lies between us traders. Like if you want to get rich inside of a year, you're taking some risks that may
Mm-hmm.
pay off. That's just
Mm-hmm.
what it is. But
Mm-hmm.
there's only one market in the world where you can get like you can get generational wealth in 6 months or 3 months or a year of you know the cards falling your way and you paying attention and you doing the right things. And so if you're going to do it, if you really want to take a small account and turn that into $1 million, you've got to just treat it seriously. Like treat it not
Mm-hmm.
like most people who are on my email list, or most people trading crypto in general, put more thought and care into their pizza order than they do their investments.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to turn that around. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you look at Maurizio, look at how much fucking attention he pays. Like he's all over this shit. He's like a fat kid on a Mars bar with this stuff. And 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 you know, I'm not. I'm trying not to do that this season. I'm trying to, you know, be a better CEO of the company and just hold my bags. And I'll show you guys all my bags. I've showed them to you multiple times, and I've got, you know, Hyperliquid, Ina, Radium, Pepe, Doge, Popcat, a bunch of stupid memes like Retardio, Sigma, Lock-in, and I bought some Michi the other day. And what else have I got? Retardio, Michi, Sol, Lock-in, Sigma. I've got a pile of Mitch, which I'll dump on any future pumps, and I recommend you all doing the same. Yeah, that's what I've got, and you know, one of those comes off, and I'm good for 8 figures out of that. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, yeah, definitely, definitely.
I
So
love
it's,
Retardio here, Tim. I've never stopped believing in Retardio. I think the community, the metrics, everything about it is like the memes are still funny. I mean, the memes are still funny.
and you get a lot of, you know what
I
I've
think
heard
Popcat's
is,
suspect. Popcat hasn't done what I thought it's.
have a look at Popcat. Ooh. Let me just share the screen. Right. You guys see my screen now?
We can.
Oh shit. But yeah, Popcat doesn't look good. However,
It just
either,
it just doesn't look good. Like this whole cat coin
yeah.
ecosystem it was like the hottest thing, and then it's just hated on. And the competitors in the cat coin ecosystem, Mog is probably the better competitor. Like, let's have a look. Same thing.
Yeah.
So,
We
you know, cats are out.
the thing with memes is this: we are seeing a fucking bleed on memes completely, right? That's kind of like the meme sector is being bleeding horribly. So not I'm still kind of itchy, not worry, but because memes could come back quite quickly, right? That's kind of the things that I'm still seeing on memes. So obviously there is a lot of, hasn't been a clear narrative in the next, like, especially at the beginning of the year, it hasn't been yet. So it's a lot of like different things that are going to happen in February, I think. February, it's only a few days ago, a few days ago. It's only a few days. So I think February is going to start setting new narratives, and I'm between meme and AI. I think AI has a stronger narrative. So which one of those ones is going to win? We'll see. But then, yeah, we're seeing the meme sort of bleed all memes are suffering.
Just got a question about how the Ox.fun shit is doing. Let me just share over the top of you for a sec. You'll laugh at this.
Go for it, man.
We've just been running it in our personal accounts on Kyle and Zoo's exchange, and we're just raping these guys. Like, we're just like 53 grand to that. It jumped up like that because of some weakness that I won't bother explaining, but you know, tripled in we went from 53 to 156 in them. Actually, where are we today? 157 in a month. So yeah, that shit is wide open. It's like
Interesting. Interesting.
That is a fucking Swiss cheese full of holes, crooked casino that's like loose slots. There's so many dumb people on there, and we're just taking their money, like taking it. It's like the shit that they're pulling over on Ox.fun is like out of control. So the deal with the Ox.fun is rather than have you guys have to go to the effort of like trading the meme coins yourselves, we can put it in a vault and you guys can contribute to it's a shared pool. So I've got my own money in it. James has got some money of his. Our execution trader, David Holt, who I can't wait for you to all meet. His name is at iDrawCharts on Twitter. He's really good. He's really fucking impressed the fuck out of me, actually. Like, I think he's better than me on the same, and he trades the same stuff that I trade. And so they're opening up a vault for us because Susu loves me now. We're BFFs, and he's going to let us have a vault. And yeah, I'm standing on the same rug as you guys. I got 150 grand of my own money in it. So actually, it's not all mine. About 100 grand of my money in it.
Nice. Looking forward, man. Looking forward to get that done. Like, yeah.
It's just so much fun. Like the games that people are playing in. Let me show you some shit. So their funding rates are really out of whack compared to other exchanges, which means there's arbitrage across exchange. And their coin, they play funding rate games with. And what I mean by this is if we look at the funding rate that you get paid for going long the shitcoin and short the futures, this is our annualized rate per hour that we get, and it stays pinned at 845% a year. Hourly. Oh, sorry, I'm not sharing.
There you go.
Yeah, so this is our hourly funding rate that we've got annualized out of this trade, and you can see a fair bit of the time it gets maxed out at the maximum, which is 876%. And when they fuck with people periodically by lowering the funding rate because they can manipulate it a little bit. And you can see what happens. You can see what happens when they lower the funding rate. They just fuck with their own coin price to shake people out. Is basically what they do.
Oh man.
Yes. It's just wide open, and it's like. So if all those AI coins that get launched on Binance, it's a much better play to short them on OX. You can short all the Binance and Bybit listings of all their new garbage. We're going to be doing that. We're going to be doing the dirty carry trade. Works much better on OX than it ever did on Hyperliquid. Yeah, it's honestly, they're just it's just a really greasy, sloppy shitcoin casino that there's a lot of money to be pulled out of. Like, you're not going to find Edge counting cards at the Bellagio. but you might find it at some, Indian reservation casino which is just a front for some other money laundering bullshit. And the same analogy applies to crypto. Like this isn't a real thing. This is an excuse. Like, yeah.
Interesting. I'm looking through Ox.fun and seeing and looking at like the staking and the APR funding and things like that in the OX. It's just ludicrous. Like APR, yeah. Interesting.
And it's reasonably liquid. The catch with it have a joint liquidity, so they have a liquidity vault where it's 90 million bucks worth of liquidity on every shitcoin. Like you can't get that on chain.
Not bad at all. Interesting. No, I think that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, we can do shit like fuck with the small on chain markets and wiggle the prices around on them, and we notice when other people get really bigly positioned, like when someone took a $1.5 million short on OX the other day, and we pumped the coin to shake them out a little bit, just to fuck with them, and liquidated them, and then made the money off the liquidation and then the wash. So the market is so small that we've identified there's only about half a dozen people trading it, and between David and James and I, we know all of them, and so whenever we see a new player come in to try their hand at the casino, who's like in size with a couple $100 grand or more, we just liquidate them and then go back to. We just liquidate them on purpose and fuck with them, and it's just horrible things we're doing to people coming there.
Right. So don't trade in Ox.fun, guys.
Well, unless you want to trade against me, and I'll take your money.
Just put in the vault. That's it. Put in the vault.
Yeah, I wouldn't be actively trading against it. I wouldn't be trading in anything that we're trading, because we won't trade unless we've got an edge.
Definitely.
Yeah. There's you don't have to be the world's best poker player if you turn up at 5 a.m. on a Sunday morning and everyone else is drunk.
Yep. Definitely. Yep.
And so if you want to make money off people trading at bad prices, you've got to find people who don't know what they're fucking doing. People who are trading in sloppy places. People who are trading price insensitively. So they're trading based on, I like the Trump coin, or I like the Melania coin, or whatever the fuck they're thinking, instead of the math stacker. Yeah. Hugely fun, wildly profitable. It's going to be a 20x trade this year. That's going to be nuts. But
awesome.
Piracy, like it's straight up pirate stuff. Like I'm actually physically got someone sitting there watching someone new join their casino, because it's all on chain, take a massive big over leveraged position, and then we pump the coin to wipe out their short position, or dump the coin to wipe out their long position, and then rinse them out of the game, and then we start again. So, I mean.
Yeah. So for everybody listening, right, these are the kind of people that you're up against, because for you to win, somebody else has to lose. So that if you want to play these little clever games, you're playing against people like Scott and people that are far more clever than Scott. So it's about finding games that you can win.
So I couldn't beat the stock market. I've been doing this a long, long time, and I'm reasonably good. I think I'm okay in saying that I'm good. And there's zero chance I could beat the stock market in the long term. Zero chance. I'm not good enough for that. So you just got to find a place. You just got to accept that, and you just say you got to find a place where your size is size, where you can push people around, where you can run them over, where you can bully them a little bit in the order book. Like I can't bully anyone in the order book of ES futures or Euro USD. Like it takes $300 or $400 million to do that. You can bully someone in the order book on OX with like 10 grand. It's like, it's hilarious. You can liquidate them and, you know. Yeah.
Exactly. And when you do get an opportunity, you jab that money funnel in and you
Right,
suck every last goddamn dime out.
And you're getting quick because if prices are bad, they shouldn't stay bad for long.
Mhm.
The best bit is always at the start.
Nice, nice. Well, that was a really great call. Maurizio, 5 minutes, and me and you will meet up to discuss yeah, that's going to be excited. For the Ox.fun that Scott just showed you, I'm excited for that as well. It's going to be released very soon, and there will be plenty of information when it is out, when Scott and James and everybody.
But guys, be really careful about trading on that exchange because there's like they're giving you leverage on meme coins. You don't need leverage on meme coins. If you're taking Mitchie or Popcat or they trade memes that are 100 times as garbagey as those, and then they're giving you 100x leverage on it, you don't want to take that off them. Like, you really don't.
It looks, yeah, definitely not, man.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm still saying leverage responsibly.
Leverage responsibly. Oh, by the way, Filecoin is fun, guys. Filecoin you want to steer away from it. Once market makers get axed in a coin, there's a lot of market make the person who did the over-the-counter buy on Filecoin is a market maker, and they will gradually sell into it. So it's got very little upside left. Vying is an interesting case. I was long it on Friday. I got out at a short-term top and then it pumped again. It looks like garbage to me. It looks like the sort of thing that's going to die in a couple of days. They just announced another big listing for it. I don't know. I wouldn't, but I can see how you might. Yeah. Yeah.
All right then. So
Yeah,
just to finish then, in a nutshell, in a single sentence, Scott, what would you tell people to do this week? Regards.
This week, I would buy Hyperliquid if you haven't got any. I would. It's at a very good price. If you've got an allocation to meme coin bags, I really like all the cult coins here. The Sigma lock-in Retardio. Would I buy any of the super hyped meme coins, Trump Millennium? No, definitely not. I would definitely steer away from the whole AI agent thing. I think Ethereum has to catch a bid before Pepe goes up. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be making too many bets this week. I wouldn't be actively trading. I'd just be sitting on your hands mostly.
Nice. Right. To the beach, everyone. See you next week.
All right, guys. Have a good one.